it's Editing Leah here. Before I get into this video, I just wanted to say I'm aware that the sound quality is not so hot at some parts of this video when the wind was blowing and you couldn't quite hear what I was saying. I have since invested in a clip-on microphone, so next time that I'm out in the fields and the wind is blowing, you should be able to hear me a lot better. But thank you so much for clicking on this video anyway, and I do hope that you enjoy it. I'd take myself for a little mental health walk. Look at this. Isn't the English countryside just stunning in summer? All of this said, I'm not gonna lie, it's so nice to come out here to places like this on my own to just kind of like be with my thoughts and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I do get a little bit scared when I'm on my own because I'm completely in the middle of nowhere, to ruin the illusion of how lovely the Cotswolds are and the countryside is. One of the things I love the most about being out in the countryside is that noise. Do you hear that? Exactly, there's no noise, just so quiet. I'm seeing so many butterflies this year. I don't think there's ever been a summer when I've seen so many butterflies everywhere. Usually when I take myself for a walk in these fields, I always take a different route every time and quite often get lost. But I think I'm going to take the same route that I did last time I was here, which you would have seen in my last video, because I hadn't gone that way before. But it seemed like there were quite a few places that I can just stop and sit, because I brought my journal with me and I thought that I would just do a little bit of writing. Look how green this field here is. Oh, okay, this is actually a bit of a shit shot, actually. You can't really see anything, but it's very green. I thought maybe I would just find a place to sit and a breeze, and do a bit of writing. It's really nice to feel a breeze because it's been ridiculously hot in the UK. Like, it's been swelteringly hot, so it's nice to actually feel a bit of a breeze today. It's still hot, but like not too hot. I just feel like when I come for a walk here, I should do like a time lapse. I think I'm going to do that next time. Just do like a little time lapse of the walk. I think that would look quite cool. Could go that way. Shall I go that way? No, I'm going to do the same route that I did last time, I think. Okay, so I've just come through this gate. You'll never guess what I found on the other side of this gate. Yeah, more fields. Now those are some quite loud crickets, aren't they? They're not crickets, they're grasshoppers, I think. What are they? Anyway, they're loud. At least they're keeping me company. Just the crickets, and oh my god, it's so nice for the brain. My favourite kinds of days are the ones where your biggest decision is this. Which way do I go? I'm gonna go this way. I know I already did it in my last video, but I think there is a nice place to sit and write if I go this way. So fluffy. Bird's like, Mum, bring me worms. I have no worms. Keep finding like random poppies in the middle of this wheat. I think it's wheat, isn't it? So pretty. Thought that there are two bees. I think they've gone. I thought that I would find a good place to sit to write, but I'm really worried about all the crickets or grasshoppers. I'm not really sure which they are because I don't want one to like go down my pants or anything. I think I should be okay. What's the worst that can happen? They won't hurt me, will they? I think I'll sit here. It's a pretty place. This would be a great setting for a video where I had something really cool to talk about, but I don't. However, I kind of think that goes with the vibe of this kind of quiet, slow life that this kind of area inspires. I love that the only sounds you can hear are like birds and like nature and insects. And I mean, I've come up a hill now and there's like a main road that way and you can kind of hear that a little bit now. But on the whole, it's just a really quiet place. And I can't wait to explore more of this area because, like I said earlier, every time I come here, I take a different route. Today I've taken the same route that I did yesterday. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Not every single time do I take a different route, but I like to kind of mix it up a bit and see where I'll get lost. The first time I walked in this... Butterfly! Hi! Wow! It's so pretty. There's just no point me trying to show it to you because... oh, it's gone. There are so many butterflies. The first time I came for a walk around here, it was in May 2023, and I don't know why I hadn't explored this area more because I've lived here my whole life basically, so I don't know why I'd never come here. It was just like loads of fields that you always drive past but I never went to. The first time I came here I was doing a walking challenge for the Mental Health Foundation and I got lost, and ordinarily being lost in a place like this, it wouldn't be stressful. What better place to be lost? You're not going to be lost forever, you're going to find your way out eventually. But my problem was that the sun was beginning to set and I was like, this is it, I'm going to die out here. But I eventually found my way to civilization. That was a great story, should I tell it again? I've been so overwhelmed lately. Work is really tough and my granddad died recently and I haven't really talked about it properly and he is my favourite person ever. So it's been really, really tough and there's a lot of added stuff I won't bore you with, but there are a few people walking around now and they can hear me talking to myself. I may put the tripod away eventually. But just coming out here and just being, it sounds really, really cliche, but just coming out and being in nature and it's just so healing. So yeah, I just really appreciate living on the edge of the Cotswolds where there is a lot of space to explore. Didn't mind the old lady seeing me vlogging, but there's a young couple coming up the hill now. So I am going to put this away. They've gone. That was really silly. I don't know why I put my whole tripod away. There we go. No. There's no way this is going to stay now. I had my my bag behind the tripod to keep it up, but I took my... oh, it's staying. I took my journal out of my bag. I was using it as like a weight because I'm kind of on a slope. I figured out a way to make it stay, but I am now using the front camera and I don't know if you can see me or not. I'm just going to do a little bit of writing and breathe. Ow, you piece of shit. Oh, this was a really bad idea. I thought it would be really, like, aesthetic to, like, sit here and write, but actually, the thing's stinging me. Look, I have a sting. Okay, I've just got stung pretty much everywhere. Sitting here probably wasn't the best idea I've ever had. I just got stung. Oh, you can't see it. There's just like a tiny blob of blood. I'm being a baby. But when I came for a walk out here the other day, I got like 4 really bad stings on my legs. My body just doesn't cope with like insect bites and insect stings, so that's really annoying. Butterfly. God, I just nearly like tripped. Ever learn my lesson to wear bloody insect repellent when I come out here. Some kind of berry or currant or something. I'm gonna eat one. Just kidding, just kidding. How much money would you give me to eat one? I don't care, I'm not going to. And so there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me on this mental health walk. It was longer than what the video looks. I didn't want to just be solely filming the whole walk. I did want to come out and just like breathe and like have a mental health walk, as I said I was doing. So I did like kind of have some time to myself as well, but I couldn't not share this with you because it's just so beautiful. So another butterfly. If you live in kind of like a rural area, I do very much encourage you to just take a drive out to the nearest kind of nature reserve or loads of fields like I've just been to. Just find some nature. I know I sound so like hippie and really cheesy and corny, but it will do wonders for your brain, and I will never take for granted living somewhere where this is basically on my doorstep. It's mad because I've talked before about how like I dream of a life in New York, which is an entirely different life to this, obviously just completely the other end of the scale. And yeah, I do kind of dream of that sometimes, because I think probably because we tend to want the opposite of what we've always known, and I've always known this, and so I do just love the idea of all of the hustle and bustle and everything. But what it always comes down to is that this will always be my home. So I'm sure I will be taking you on lots more adventures, exploring the countryside, exploring the Cotswolds. But thank you so much for coming with me, and I will bid you farewell until my next video. Bye.